ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. What up, YouTube family? This is MGDFX representing iGame2.com, iGame2TV.com, and GamerCulture.com, all that good stuff. You know how we do. So, I'm back in Cambodia, and the latest news that I was hearing before I took off was about these fast food workers strike. Now I know I'm about like 3 or 4 days late because it took 2 days to actually come back to Cambodia and all that good stuff. But all right, so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, fast food workers. That means people who work in McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, and these peeps are complaining because they want to make, like, I think they're making the minimum wage is like what, $7 an hour or something like that. You know what I mean? And I remember when they raised that. I don't even want to go into like yet about when they raised it from like 5 to 7, and I was only making 10, and I graduated college. You know what I mean? And went to like a little law school and crap like that. I was making like, well, maybe I was making a little bit more, like maybe 11 or 12 or some crap like that. But I was like, damn, they almost making what I'm making, and I got bills to pay back. But so okay, let's break this down. Okay, now first, it's a fast food job, as in the person who takes the order isn't the same guy who cooks it, but that's okay. You already know going into the job, you get no tips. So what happens is you take an order, you stand in front of the cashier, bing, 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 bing. You're responsible usually to get the fries and to make shaker ice cream. Never worked in a fast food joint, but oh Lord, have I visited them many a times. You know what I mean? I don't even know if Subway or is on strike because I don't even know what that taste skills. I want lettuce. You put the lettuce on it. I don't know, olive oil, olives. You put olives on there. All right, you know what I mean? So these type of jobs are stepping stones. These aren't career jobs. This isn't your retirement fund. It's supposed to be, and it's actually supposed to be a job you're not supposed to see people over, let's say, 25 or 26 doing. If you're 25 or 26 doing it, you should still be going to school to do something. Because working in a fast food is not supposed to take care of your family. It's not that type of job. It's a minimum standard, minimum wage job, and it's not about the bosses saying, "Oh, if they knew what we were going through, yada yada yada." It's not a skill-based job. It's just a customer complaint job. You know what I mean? So yeah, sure, you got to deal with a whole lot of stuff that gets people complaining. Well, you don't care. You only making $7. Why? I'm sure you ain't up in there yelling for the bosses. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a skill intensive job. You I don't know. Maybe they put you through McDonald's school for a week about how to put first you put the buns, then you put the lettuce, then you put your tomato. So your skill level is not that. You don't need it. You know what I mean? You could. I ain't gonna say you can be retarded, but you can be someone with low skills and get that job. It's not like you got to have a doctorate degree or a master's degree. Now the second thing is what I noticed while they're talking about the strikes on the news are all these commercials. I miss like U.S. commercials because in Cambodia you don't really either you're getting commercial for the channel or you're getting commercials for if you're watching Cambodian TV. Other shows. It's not like the same type of commercial. So you don't get commercials like go to the general or whatever like that and get insurance for your car and no money down and all that stuff. You get bland commercials. The commercials aren't as good or as funny. So I'm seeing these, get a job as a dental technician. These jobs are all high in demand and I'm like, see? That's going for more of a career type thing. And they have this on the commercials, the same commercials while these people are going on strike. So if you're going to school and all that, I'm sorry, if you're going to work at a fast food joint, you should be taking some kind of classes at night, during the day or whatever like that, so you can bring your skill base level up. Now, I'm not going to say, oh, you should be going to college or anything like that. Some people just don't like studying. There's a lot of stuff you study in college that has nothing to do with what you want to do, but they want to give you a well rounded education. But if you want to be a dental technician, you go to dental technician school, you're not learning everything else. You're learning how to be a dental technician, and that's it. You want to do HVAC? You do that. That's it. I worked in security, and I did the midnight to 8 shift. One of my homeboys, he used to call me Phase One because of my last name. I used to call him, he used to tell me to call him Coconut One because he was from Jamaica, right? My homeboy, while he was doing the security job, I think we were making like, I don't know, $10 an hour. He was going to HVAC school, learning like, what? No, I don't know, like air conditioning and all that stuff like that. Going to HVAC school, and still working his ass off doing the security thing, and had a wife and had a son to take care of, right? He went to HVAC school, so as soon as everybody got laid off from the job, he already had a job lined up. So when he finished school, it was all done. You know what I mean? He's driving around to all these people's houses, fixing their house, making a lot. He got a nice house. I forget exactly where. It's not it's kind of on Staten Island, but it's a nice house. It's in the suburbs. You know what I mean? So he went from $10 an hour to making at least 3 times that much just because he worked his butt off and got his skill set. Now, part of the thing that was maybe part of it was that because we did security and they were doing construction in the building, we were friends with the people who did the HVAC for the building. So they told us how much they were getting paid. They told us how you get focused on your skill set. We talked to the electricians in the electricians union, and they told us what you need to do to become part of the union to get your skill set up. And their job was fun. Oh my God. Hardly did nothing, sitting up there making mad dough. Those are retirement jobs because that's a skill set that few people have. That takes a while to get trained at, which when you lose a person who's trained at that skilled job, it really does affect your business, and it affects things which are going on in whatever you're trying to do with that skill set. If you fire someone from a burger joint, your business isn't going to get too affected because one, you can pick up a new person looking for a job, I don't know, in a day, maybe a week at the most. You know what I mean? And then how long does it take to train that person? A day, maybe a week at the most to get them up to par. So those are Ferris wheel jobs. You go in, you go out. You go in, you go out. You know what I mean? So it's not like, it's a stepping stone, not a building block. So, there were jobs out there for dental technicians, car sales, and all that good stuff. Now, we didn't really go into like any fast food joints while we were in Vegas. We went to like Hash Go Go. We went into we went to Chipotle once. I don't even know if that's fast food or not because it's Chipotle Grill or whatever like that. But we went into one place called like Joe's Crab Shack, something like that. But the one thing that I was doing while I'm thinking about these people on strike is look at that. When we paid the bill, my parents paid the bill. I'm a cheap dude, so I don't usually tip really all that. I tip on service. So if your service was good, I don't go through all that calculations and do all that times in by the percentage of 15, all that. You know what I'm saying? But my mom does and my pops does. So those people working in a restaurant, they get those tips. The same tips that you usually really don't get in a fast food restaurant because most people look at a fast food restaurant and they don't really want to give you a tip because they're looking at you like, it didn't take no skill to do what you're doing, especially in McDonald's and Burger King. Maybe they got a little bit more of a compassionate heart when you go to Subways because they actually see you make the burger in front of them. because you're the same person making the burger as the same one who they believe is getting the tip. But you go into McDonald's or Burger King or White Castle or any of those like really, really, really real fast food places, the person, who you give the tip to, the person that made your burger taste good, the cook that put it in a machine for 2 minutes until the burger went from down to up and then went into a bun, or the person who looked at the pictures on the screen, hit those pictures on the screen, and then gave you your change that the computer told them to give you. So you don't really think about that as like a skill based set that you really have to have customers. They don't even think about having people that do fast food even have customer service. So the other thing is the difference between, because I'm in Cambodia now, the American thing and the Cambodian thing. America has so much opportunity, so many opportunities that it's ridiculous to think that you're supposed to get paid lovely off of a low skilled job. That's just bonkers. If your job is unskilled, you're supposed to make low pay so that you can understand where you are so you can get your skills up. Do you really want a society where your child goes, you know what? I don't want to be president, Mom. I want to work at McDonald's because, they're guaranteed this much in pay. No. You know what I'm saying? You want them to have something that, McDonald's, Burger King, I like them, but they don't affect the world. They don't make the world change. They don't affect people's lives. They just feed you. And literally, people don't go there usually because of the customer service. People go there because the commercials. McDonald's and Burger King, well, not Burger King so much that anymore, especially not White Castle. I haven't seen a White Castle commercial in years. But we don't really have it too much in NY anyway. But most people are going to these places because of commercials. They're not going there expecting, you to be good or you to be nice. They just want you to give them their food. That's why they even got drive-through. They don't even got to see you in drive-through. When you taking the order, I don't even know if the person who's handing me the food was the same person sometimes that's actually took my order, unless they got a mic around their head. So I don't know if I'm just being like diluted or anything like that. I'm just saying, step your game up, get your cash up, and that's just what life is about, especially in America, because you don't want to be in a situation like in Cambodia where it doesn't really matter sometimes how much skill you have. If you don't know the right people, you still going to be living in a wooden shack. This is MGDFX representing all my joints. iGame2 TV. iGame2.com is still building. Don't worry about it. GamerCulture.com is up and running. Now, if you have any points, any comments, subscribe. Put your comments down. Hit the like button. That's right. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Holla back at me. I'm MG. Peace. Peace. Peace.